Arnett Hall. And now, Leno.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Iraqi deserters. Nice to have you here. Thank you, folks. Thanks. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Why, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Ooh, lose the guy. Come back. Thank you very much. Well, kind of embarrassing incident today for Saddam Hussein. Maybe you saw this on the news. I guess during a press conference, a local Iraqi MTV reporter asked him, when you surrendered, you wave boxer shorts or briefs in the air? Well, he could... Do you hear about... You know, CNN is reporting that Hussein is cutting off the ears of his army deserters. He's cutting their ears off. Although today Hussein denied that he said he's not cutting their ears off because they're deserters. He said he's just trying to prepare his people for the upcoming LaToya Jackson World Tour. So I don't know. Ollie North went after Clinton today, criticized President Clinton's military strategy, said he wouldn't do it that way. See, Oliver North's idea of a perfect military operation would be invade Iraq with Nicaraguans carrying American-made guns paid for by Iran. That's the way to do it. You see, that's how it's done, folks. And President Clinton spoke at the Ford plant in Dearborn, Michigan this week. You know, I love this. He said, making a country is a lot like making a car. You ever notice whenever presidents go someplace, any president, not just Clinton, they always try to make those stupid comparisons to the country and where they are at. For example, like, you think he went to the Preparation H factory, he would say, you know, the way my administration is a lot like Preparation H. We have shrunk the swollen deficit from here down to here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, from here down to here. Yes. But we are still, well, never mind. Anyway. Now, next week, Princess Diana will be in Washington, D.C. She'll be in America. And Prince Charles will be here in L.A. the same week. She's in Washington, he's in L.A. the same week. So I guess things are improving. That's the closest they've been in 4 years, actually. So at least they're in the same country now. I guess you know about this. This is really racy. Supposedly, there's a videotape of Princess Di and her boyfriend, this John Hewitt guy, having sex between the cornrows in her mother's garden. Do you believe that? In a cornfield. You know, I'm starting to feel a little sorry for Princess Di. This poor woman can't seem to make love without looking up and seeing big ears all the time. Gee, And the space shuttle landed yesterday. This is a big environmental mission, a lot of environmental stuff, and astronauts did a lot of studies. Now, this is amazing. Listen to this. See, this is what you find out about the environment. Do you know the astronauts learned that if someone burns microwave popcorn on the ground, you can still smell it in outer space? Did you know that? You know, that stinky smell from the butter? Yeah. Anybody here from Massachusetts? Got some Mass folks? Yeah, here you go, here you go. Guess Ted Kennedy, pretty tight race up there. Pretty tight race. I guess he's had to resort to some negative campaigning. And it's tough. Tough to do negative campaigning when your opponent is a Mormon. You know this guy, Mitt Romney, Mormon guy. Yeah. In fact, the only dirt they could find on the guy, I guess twice last year, he returned a videotape without rewinding it. Yeah, I think it was Old Yella. Doesn't look good. Hey, listen to this. Here's your government at work. Beginning this Thursday, to try and map out new earthquake faults, to try and find the earthquake faults, seismologists in L.A. are going to set off dynamite under the city. They're going to set off dynamite, huh? Well, there's a good idea. Well, all right, let's tease the killer bees, too, while we're there. Maybe shake up the hide a little bit and open the dam. Yeah, just let the whole place go. Do you know Hollywood Boulevard is sinking? Have you guys heard about this? Because they're digging that subway underneath there. Parts of Hollywood Boulevard have actually sunk several inches. In fact, a lot of the hookers now are wearing even higher heels to make up the difference. You know, get down. Anybody here from New Jersey? Do you know this town, Raritan? Is that how you say it? Raritan? 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 But they passed a law there making it illegal to swear in public. If you swear in the town, they give you a ticket. They thought about this? I mean, somebody swears, you give them a ticket. Don't they start swearing a lot more? I mean, it doesn't seem like that would just sort of cancel. Ho! And yesterday, the Nobel Prize in Economics was awarded to 2 Americans and a German. Listen to this. They won the award in economics after they become the first known humans to correctly figure out how much money they owe after reading the Hertz rental car agreement. Apparently, they were actually able to figure the mileage minus the deductible. What? Now, here's my question. How do they notify the Nobel Prize winners that they've won? How do they tell them? I mean, does the Nobel Prize patrol van pull up in front of the house, huh? Guy gets out with a big check with Ed McMahon's face out of the neighbors going, we don't even subscribe to any magazines. I can't believe we won. I mean, just one of those, not really a joke, just one of those things. I just don't know how it's done. Hey, you guys, you remember Ivan the gorilla? You heard about this guy? This gorilla guy. This is a gorilla who spent the past 27 years on display at a shopping mall in Tacoma. This poor gorilla lives in a shopping mall. And today he was flown from Tacoma to Atlanta. He's going to finally live in a zoo, which is very good. He's going to live in a zoo. The interesting thing is they had to give him Valium for his airplane flight to calm him down. And they had to give 3 to the lady sitting next to him. Oh, man, he was really freaky. Boy. Oh, did anybody watch that stupid Roseanne unauthorized biography last night? Anybody here? Not one person? Who saw it? Was it any good, dear? No, not really? Then why'd you watch it? You like trash, don't you? Yeah. It was bad. Wasn't it bad? They didn't look like Tom. They didn't look like Rose. I couldn't tell which. You know, if they hadn't tattooed their names on their butts, I wouldn't have known which was which in the show. Anybody read that big sex survey in Time magazine this week? Sex in America? Anybody here? So you look stunned by the possibility of sex in America. Well, they did this whole thing on sex in America. This big study, very scholarly study. And they said the problem sometimes with these sex studies is that some of the participants don't always tell the truth. You know, they'll exaggerate, they tend to brag. And the researchers said they've finally been able to identify and name this group. They're called men. Yeah, men. Here is a wonderful story. See, for all you cynics, all you people out there maybe not getting along with the other person, here's a wonderful story. Yesterday in California, this couple was married. You probably heard about this. Married at the hospital. And I guess the guy had, bad kidneys. And today, the bride donated one of her kidneys to her new husband. It's a beautiful, beautiful story. But you wonder how that will play out through life, I mean, like, you think the next time, maybe 5 or 10 years from now, he's lying in the car, honey, bring me a beer? Oh, not with my kidney, you don't. No. But it is. No, it's a wonderful story. Think about what she did here. I mean, after all you've heard about, like John and Arena Bobbitt, it's nice to see a wife who gives her husband an organ. Isn't that nice? Yes, here you go. There you go, folks. Hello, Branford, how are you?
I'm doing all right, man. How about you, Jay?
Good. Branford, it's very exciting. Branford's son, Reese. How old is Reese now? 8?
He's 8.
Has come to live with Branford. We have a great Branford. I love having him here. We have a lot of fun recently. We have a good time.
Yeah, I noticed y'all have a really good time together. As a matter of fact, since you last week gave him permission to go to Michael's house, he's just been like, wow.
Spoiled?
Spoiled? No, more like Hollywood. He's going real Hollywood.
I don't think he's gone Hollywood.
You don't think he's going Hollywood?
He's here tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's here.
He's here in the audience. Yeah. There he is. Look, he's sitting with the Olsen twins. Look, from Full House. There he is, Reese. Hi, Reese. Look, the Olsen twins. Hey, Reese, those stupid sunglasses. Let's see what your eyes look like. Let them see your eyes. Come on. There you go. There he is. There he is. All right. Any blues fans here? People like the blues? You know, Bradford, I told you, I used to tour with Muddy Waters and all these guys. Mm-hmm. And we went down to the House of Blues. This place opened up, House of Blues here in LA. You know, featuring the blues. They have all kinds of blues artists on the wall. Very exciting. But, you know, we want to go down there and see if people in LA really do know the blues and understand the blues. In fact, we even got Muddy Waters. We got the tape. Here's Muddy singing Mojo Working. Here, check it out. Check it out. Here's where we went last night, House of Blues.
Got my mojo working. How you doing, Angelo? You a big blues fan?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got the blues all the time.
Now, see, this is what we're looking for. We're trying to find... Yeah, I see a lot of Mercedes here. I see a lot of Rolls Royces. Those people don't really look like they have the blues to me.
Boy, they probably got the rich man's blues.
Now, what's the difference between the rich man's blues and poor man's blues?
Well, see, the rich man's blues are out of guilt, but the
Yeah.
poor man's blues are out of just depression, man, and poverty.
Oh, okay. Now, what happens if the poor man hits the rich man overhead and takes his money? Is he now a poor blues guy who also has guilt?
No, he's he's somebody who got some money now. He ain't poor no more.
Oh, I see. But doesn't he feel guilty, too?
Well, I mean, unless he get put in jail, then he gonna have the blues.
Oh, I see. I see a lot of Mercedes, a lot of Lincoln Continentals pulling up here. Do these people really have the blues?
They might have do it. It all depends on how old they are.
Yeah, yeah.
We came in a Pinto. We don't know.
Oh, you came in a Pinto, so you really do have the blues. Now, which one of these blues artists is not a real blues artist? B.B. King, Freddie King, or Larry King?
BB was a stripper, wasn't she? Oh, I'm sorry.
B.B. Yeah, he didn't do too well because he let his body get a little out of shape. If you were a blues singer, what would your name be? What name would you give yourself?
Mamba Jammin' Tommy.
I like it.
That's what.
Mamba Jammin' Tommy.
Yeah.
And you, sir?
Rolling Thunder Denny.
If you were a blues singer, what would your name be?
Wally.
How about most of these blues songs begins with this line, I woke up this morning. How would you finish your blues song? I woke up this morning, what happened?
I woke up this morning and I had a cup of tea. Now I'm all wet. Oh, gosh, look at me.
Very moving song, sir. I don't think Robert Johnson has anything to worry about.
I woke up this morning and I rear-ended this lady.
And you rear-ended this lady?
That's right.
I hope you're in a car.
Well, yes, I was.
You don't appear to have the blues, sir.
Do I have, no, I don't. I'm Jewish, and Jewish people had the blues about 20 years ago, but now we're doing great.
So why would you come to a place called the House of Blues if you don't really have the
Well,
blues?
I'm at the Le Mondrian Hotel. I'm here for Market Week. I sell junior dresses.
You have to write a blues song. I woke up this morning.
Here we go. I woke up this morning, and I felt I couldn't sell a dress because Federated bought Macy's, and there's no money allocated towards spring. So I started crying, and I had a glass of seltzer, and I called my mother.
Howling Wolfberg, ladies and
Thank
gentlemen.
you.
Howling Wolfberg. I got my mojo working. What is a mojo? You keep hearing guys talking about getting their mojo working. You know what a mojo is exactly?
I have no idea what a mojo
They're potatoes.
potatoes.
Wait, hang on, so what is it? They're potatoes. Mojo potatoes. So what is getting their mojo working? They're getting their potatoes worked. Now what exactly is a mojo, do you know?
It's magical, man. It's a spell.
Now the guy in front of you said it was a potato.
Well, it depends on how you fix it. Sure.
I see, so it's either a magical spell or a potato.
Correct.
I have a mojo.
No, what? Show it. We have not yet seen a mojo. We've talked to all kinds of people.
This could be like a mojo.
That would be like a mojo, but not exactly a mojo.
You don't always show your mojo, and you don't let people touch your mojo.
How long would a guy have to go out with you before he could see your mojo? Folks, we got a great show tonight. Hey, where's that lady that saw the Roseanne movie?
The lady that saw the Roseanne movie. We're going to call Roseanne on the phone when we come back from commercial. We'll see what you... Well, you didn't like it, right? You think Roseanne liked it? We'll find out when we come back. We'll give Roseanne a call. On the program tonight, from Frasier, David Hyde Pierce is here, ladies and gentlemen. One of my all-time favorite comedians, Paula Poundstone. And the music of Mark Chestnut, Branford Little Blues. Welcome back. We got a great show, folks. From Frasier, David Hyde Pierce, Paula Poundstone, and the music of Mark Chestnut. Now, folks, as you know, recently there was a major buildup of Iraqi troops along the Iraqi-Kuwaiti border, and we happened to get hold of this intelligence footage of those Iraqi forces advancing towards the border. Here they are. See, there they are. And they claimed it was just a training exercise, but it looks like they were preparing to invade Kuwait. It's pretty frightening there. Look at this. But as you know, the United States responded by sending, 19,000 troops and about 200 aircraft over there. And now it appears the Iraqis are moving their troops around a little bit differently. Can we show that footage from today? Here's what they're doing now. Look, there they go. There are, as you can see. Oh, there they are, yeah. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Hey, hey, ho! Look at that. So, did we get through to Roseanne yet? How do we make out?
We're still trying.
Is their line busy?
Yes, still busy.
All right, let's bring out my first guest then. I don't know. Never have anything go as planned, but we will keep trying her to find out what she thought about the movie. Duh. I wonder how she felt about it. Anyway,